Hey, truth seekers, welcome back. Zach here. Just made another important discovery. I want to get this information out now because the time is now for people knowing the truth. This video is also dedicated to all of the internet trolls who go around harassing people who are trying to bring important information into the world. So often, trolls will leave the comment, Illuminati confirmed, in a mocking fashion. This video should teach all of these very ignorant people an important lesson. And hopefully from this day forward, when they use that phrase, they'll use it in a sincere tone. So check this out. On Friday, November 13th, 2015, you might recall there was a terror attack in Paris, France. It was a hoax. It was blamed on ISIS. It was put on by the numbers. I explained that day how in history, the superstition of Friday the 13th came out of France. In the year 1307, King Philip IV burned the Knights Templar, who were Freemasons, at the stake. So Freemasonry, Friday the 13th, France, historical relationships. This year on Friday the 13th, we got a Masonic terror hoax. Then on May 19th, a plane departing Paris, France, disappears exactly 188 days later. This is a number that was involved in the Philadelphia train wreck hoax of last May, May 12th. What is the significance of 188? Bavarian Illuminati equals 188. The Bavarian Illuminati is credited in history books with the French Revolution, which began right after the end of the American Revolution. The Bavarian Illuminati was established May 1st, 1776, just 2 months before the Declaration of Independence, which set off the American Revolution. France, America, Masonic allies throughout history, similar flags. Check this out. There's even more. The date the Bavarian Illuminati was established, May 1st, 5/1, that date can be written. Please know that the word Freemason equals 51. So does the word conspiracy. Special number 51. May 1st, 1776. That was a date with 99 numerology. 99. And as it happens, the number 523 is the 99th prime number. All throughout this year, the number 523 has been coded. And it seems to be foreshadowing the date May 23rd, now just 2 days away. Here's a synchronicity with 523 and the establishment of the Bavarian Illuminati. 99, another significant number for other reasons. Multiples of 11 are special numbers in numerology. 9 times 11 is 99. But what we're really looking at here is the May 23rd connection. Again, it is the Freemasons who are responsible for this. Masonic equals 223. Friday the 13th in English equals 223. The original Friday the 13th superstition comes from burning the Freemasons in France. In the Bible, the 66th book, Revelation, the book of prophecy, think about 66 people on the recent Flight 804 flight. 66 people. In Revelation, the 66th book, it says the synagogue of Satan will rule in the end times. Those are supposed to be the false Jews. A lot of connections between Judaism and Masonry. Here's what else I just noticed. Air Force One plane has gematria of 329. And when I saw this, it made me think of numbers we've been talking about. On March 29th, 3/29, EgyptAIr was in the headlines for a hijacking story. This plane was traveling from Cairo to Alexandria. So, from the date of that story, March 29th to May 23rd, the date that we're looking at, the date of focus, is a span of 56 days, and that stands out to me for multiple reasons. The word president equals 56, who flies on Air Force One. So does Paris, France. So does ISIS. And should anything happen to the president and his plane, you can bet it will be blamed on this terrorist boogeyman that is really, if anything, at worst, paid for mercenaries by the Western government. But really what I think it is are Israelis, Jews dressing up in costume, pretending to be Islamic extremists. If you look at most of the faces that we've been given for ISIS, they're light-skinned and they look more like Israelis than Arabs. So from March 29th to May 23rd, 56 days. Remember, 56 passengers on the recent flight, Flight 804. And again, with regards to Flight 804, it disappeared 804 days after the missing Malaysian flight. Think about that being an Asian plane. Obama traveling to an Asian nation on May 23rd in Vietnam. When you write out 84, it sums to 804 in English gematria. Obama equals 84. His birthday is August 4th. United States of America equals 84. Earlier this year, there was this story too right here. It came on January 20th. It was about bad weather. And I didn't take the first photo capture of this, but both times they brought up this story, they showed Air Force One in the picture. And the story wasn't about Air Force One. It was just about bad weather. And I thought, why are they putting this picture of Air Force One in these headlines? Well, here's what's interesting. That story was January 20th. From January 20th to May 19th, the date that Flight 804 just disappeared, was a span of 120 days. And remember, January 20th, 1/20, kind of like 120. Also, 3 months and 29 days. And we just talked about how, Air Force One equals 329. There was this EgyptAIr headline from March 29th. And we're also talking about Illuminati. Illuminati in simple English gematria equals 120. So, it truly seems that a riddle is at work here, and major clues have been foreshadowed. I just put out a video in case you missed that. Here's what else you need to know. We're talking about the French Revolution, the American Revolution, scripted history. The French Revolution calendar began September 23rd, 2015. That was New Year's Day, the 224th year of the calendar. From September 23rd to May 19th was 239 days. And remember, this plane departed at 11:09. That's the same in military time as 23:09. 804 days earlier, the Malaysian plane disappeared with 239 people on the plane. Right now, the United States is 239 years old. This number has been very important all year. That calendar, it's referred to as the French Republican calendar, having gematria of 213 and 114. The word executive equals 114. The United States is currently in the time of the 114th Congress. Think about Obama, the head of the executive office. 213 also connects to the date of February 13th, the 44th day of the year. Obama's the 44th president. This date is known as Lupercalia, which has gematria 44. From February 13th to May 19th is 96 days. 96, number connected to Freemasonry. Freemason equals 96. The calendar is also known as the French Revolutionary calendar, having gematria of 307. Freemason in Jewish gematria equals 307. 307 is the 63rd prime number. That is significant because Paris equals 63. Talking about a plane that's being used as a metaphor, part of a riddle. Also, it's 2016. When you add up the numbers 1 through 63, 1 plus 2 plus 3, all the way up to 63, it equals 2016 like the year. Of course, this plane disappeared on May 19th, typically the 139th day of the year. Freemasonry equals 139. Obama reopened Ford's Theater, having gematria of 139, where Lincoln was once assassinated, on February 11th, the 42nd day of the year. From May 23rd to the nation's birthday is 42 days. Another number connected to Freemason. But this is how they're doing it, and this is how they are creating this propaganda. It's all manufactured. It's all by the numbers. It's always been done this way. Again, I can't say it enough. I'm working on a book right now. It's almost complete. The 7th chapter is called Revelation and the Birth of a Nation. I talk about everything from the beginning of the nation, before it was a country, up to the present. I also talk about the French Revolution. I show how these same numbers have repeated all throughout history. I'm not even done with this chapter yet. You can notice it's already at 100 pages. You read this book, you are going to know so much more than whatever you know now. As I write this book, I'm learning more and more every day because I'm going through everything with a fine-tooth comb and really showing how history lines up by the numbers again and again. These same numbers showing their face. You know, there was a time when I didn't know what 188 meant, but by studying, by researching, by documenting the patterns, it becomes very clear. You know, Bavarian Illuminati out of France, from the Paris attack to the disappearing plane connected to Paris, 188 days, 6 months and 6 days, 66 people on the plane, Revelation, the 66th book, Revelation, the book of prophecy, is the foundation. It's crazy, isn't it? Notice how that's 51.51% of a year. It makes me wonder if they even measure like that, you know? Established on May 1st, 5-1, once upon a time. Something else. Something else. And I guess just in case you haven't seen the other videos, here's again what you need to know with Obama going to Vietnam on May 23rd. Vietnam equals 84. It's home of the plus 84 dialing code. Obama in Jewish gematria equals 84 again. Birthday, August 4th. United States of America, 84. Another number that's been with the nation since the beginning. Revolutionary War equals 84. This is a number that shows up in a lot of ways. Never read that George Orwell book, 1984? Now's a good time. All right, until next time.